Liz Warren, boy, she's a real progressive. Ooh, if your definition of progressive is a corporate Democrat that takes money and believes that socialism is bad, if that's what you mean. Warren will forego big money donors in the primary, but not the general election. I do not believe in unilateral disarmament. She said this in February when she announced, and she's already gone back on her word now. This is a ridiculous statement. This is like an addict saying, I'm going to be sober, for a year, but then next year we're gonna light it up.
Senator, what caused this decision? What does it mean for you?
So look, we've got a problem in democracy right now, and that is that money just has too much influence in Washington, and we have a chance right now.
Then why are you going to take it to the general? Like she says that, which is like, oh, that's a great statement. This is how skilled she is at tricking people into thinking that she's a real progressive. She makes that statement. She's so right. We got to get money out of politics. But then just watch what she says right after that.
People who are engaged in this campaign, whether they can give $50 or thousands of dollars, what we care about is that we have a whole movement of engaged people who are going to help us get elected.
I've never had to run under the scrutiny of the public eye where I actually had to stand for something. I was just always running as a senator where I could just say two-faced, double-talky things, and only the people of Massachusetts would swallow my bullshit. But now I got to try to swallow it across all of America, and people are paying more attention now that I want to be president. So I got to come up with some new ways to sling bullshit.
Just raise all the money you can, however you can.
Yes, but here's what I want you to see that's different about it, Chris. Think about the difference once we're down to the two candidates. If the Democrats have spent the next year in a primary building this thing face-to-face, person-to-person, neighbor-to-neighbor across the country.
What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? You started the interview saying, we got to get the money out of politics. And now you're saying we'll have this infrastructure to get volunteers to knock on doors so it'll still be okay then to take big money out of politics, to get big money from politics? So you're in favor of, so you're just saying this in the primary to trick progressives to think that you're progressive, and then you're not. And then it's like, we got to just do whatever we can to beat Trump. So you're going to take billionaire donors, because if you take billionaire donors, guess what? You're beholden to them. So then any of these progressive policies that you say that you for, this is all she does is this fucking double talky bullshit. She's so full of shit. This was back in February. Oh, this just dropped today. Elizabeth Warren's campaign turned to a big donor to pay for the DNC voter database despite her fundraising pledge. This is how the DNC runs their operation, if you're wondering how full of shit the Democratic Party is. So you have to get this list, you have to pay $175,000. So she had a rich donor pay this. Nah, that's not going to come with any strings attached. That's not going to come with any strings attached. She's great. She's such a double talker. It's unbelievable, but she says it all nice and folksy, and I'm from Oklahoma. If you ever want to know what a female Joe Biden sounds like, there it is. But I bet you these folks are going to get phone calls, right? These are rich donors. You couldn't last 5 months. There's only been one debate, and you're already sold out. That's Liz Warren standing and clapping. Look at them. All Democrats standing. Bernie Sanders is sitting. This is from the State of the Union. Disappointing, Elizabeth Warren stands up and applauds Trump's promise that America will never be a socialist country. That's who Liz Warren is. If you have any questions, any doubts as to who she is, that's what she does, man. That's what Liz Warren does. Elizabeth Warren wins respect in an unlikely place. Wall Street. What? That's weird. I thought she was a progressive that fought for us. It's in Fortune magazine. Steph Zamorano, the miserable liberal, tweeted this out, and I was like, what? I want to talk about this right now. If she ends up being the nominee, I'd have no trouble supporting her at all, said David Shamus, chief investment officer at Atlas Merchant Capital. Oh, wow. A Wall Street investment guy's a big fan of hers. And this article goes on to say, like, most of the people on Wall Street are liberal. In what? They're just not crazy gun nut Christian right-wingers? Is that what you mean by liberal? Because Wall Street is not liberal. Seamus said people in his network who studied under Warren, a former professor at Harvard Law School, think highly of her, including some conservatives. Trump will eat her alive. A corporate centrist Democrat, they're using Elizabeth Warren to peel progressive votes away from Bernie to then help prop up Kamala. That's what it'll be. That's corporate Democrat talk. We need a cop on the beat. Who? Like Obama and Biden, who gave them Wall Street $800 billion and let them do whatever the hell they wanted to do and let 10 million families lose their homes, mine being one of them? Yeah, that kind of cop on the beat. So the capitalists, Wall Street, they're hedging all their bets. All right, Biden's the fall guy, he's done, but they're pushing. They got Liz Warren and Kamala ready to go.